The spectrum of dark skin tones ranges from deep browns and rich chocolates to ebony and black. Within this range, individuals may have different undertones, which can be categorized as cool, warm, or neutral. Undertones refer to the subtle hues that can be observed beneath the surface of the skin and can influence the overall appearance and perception of skin color. What's up, everyone? It's Books and Looks TV. Today I will discuss featureism and Chili's mixed identity and how she displays a bit of internalized colorism and or anti-blackness based on her social media posts. So Chili, whose real name is Rosanda Oshaline Thomas, was born in Atlanta, Georgia, United States on February 27, 1971. She is African-American, 1/16 Bengali Indian, 1/16 African Antiguan, and possibly Native American. She is also known as Chili, an American dancer, singer, songwriter, actress, and television personality. She is a member of the R&B hip-hop girl group TLC, which starred Lisa Lopez and Tion T-Boz Watkins. Featureism is a form of colorism that privileges European features and denigrates African features. This is reflected in the beauty standards of many societies where dark skin, thick lips, and a broad nose are often seen as unattractive. So having a darker skin isn't upheld in the hierarchy of beauty standards. Though I believe there are a plethora of dark-skinned women that are gorgeous, not everyone feels the same. Typically, a dark-skinned girl in a group of lighter-skinned women are overlooked. So colorism has often been in R&B groups. There are other groups that also had issues with colorism. I won't go on about that now, but y'all know a lot of times the darker-skinned women in groups were not seen as desirable or beautiful in mainstream society, though a lot of us Black people did view them as beautiful. So anyway, Chili said she had certain features. She was able to be kind of the exception when it came to a girl group of other light-skinned women. Chili was petite with radiant skin and lips, I would say kind of like a narrow bridge nose, and she had dreamy brown eyes. And I think one thing that was mostly distinctive about her was her wavy and long jet black hair. I don't think, honestly, a lot of people saw her as like the typical mixed person. Like maybe they thought she was Native American because her skin was dark. But either way, I just don't feel like Chili probably, at least publicly, was seen as ugly. Now I'm going to talk somewhat about her mixed ancestry. Chili is Black with Bangladeshi roots on her father's side. She is Black and 1/16 Indian from her great-great-grandpa and refers to herself as Blendian, which is pretty much Black and Indian. And so she posted a picture of like her great-great-grandfather, and then she started like wearing, I don't know the cultural term for it, you know, like the little red mark in the middle of her forehead, similar to like Indians who have like a particular culture or religion do. She's seen in like a cultural ceremony, which again, there's nothing wrong with it, but some people did feel like she was embracing it to feel special or be seen as other. So again, Chili has often been noted as the pretty Black girl in TLC, where her features has made her desirable. And so as a Reddit user says, you can be dark-skinned if you have quote-unquote good hair. It's all features that favor Eurocentric beauty standards. Even though, like I said, people, I feel like at least in the Black community, have saw Chili as desirable or beautiful, she has said that she has faced racism. She says, when you are a woman of color, it's real hard. It's a huge struggle. And then she goes on to say, I always remember when No Scrubs came out and it was actually our first #1. I always wanted to be on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine and we didn't get the cover. I won't say who got the cover. It's okay because he deserved it too, but we also did. She says the message they were told was, the last time we had someone Black on the cover, it didn't really sell well. She continued, I have to say that just because you hear many no's does not mean that you don't have the talent, because you do. We never stop believing in ourselves and each other. So in that instance, she was talking about how the group wasn't allowed on a magazine cover for more than likely being Black. And so that's an example of racism. Now I'm going to talk about how Chili sometimes depicts anti-Blackness, and possibly because she realizes that she has features, or I don't know what her reasoning is, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So there was, y'all know how like people say, this my twin or my celebrity look-alike. Some people be playing, but some people, you know, they find admiration in looking like someone else who's beautiful or someone they admire. And so this girl, who to me looks similar to Chili, she was possibly even mixed. She says, I look a lot like Chili. What y'all think? Chili didn't have to respond, honestly, but she did respond. And she says, long, straight, wavy hair and similar skin tone doesn't mean you look like someone. You're a doll, but we don't look alike. And it was just like, why you say that? Like I ain't gonna lie, that can't be true. But at the same time, you know that girl probably was your fan. And it was just kind of tasteless to me. So Chili, after getting bashed, tried to explain herself by adding, she doesn't look like me. She's beautiful and a perfect combination of her parents. And it's like, girl, everybody a perfect combination of their parents. So what are you saying? Like, I don't think that girl felt insecurity. I don't know. I feel like Chili was doing too much. So anyway, one person said, laughing mama, you know. Her response wasn't rude. She even complimented her. All she said was the same hair doesn't make you look like someone, and that's true. Another person had this reaction. Okay, she's not her twin, but she was excited about the comparison. She's a little girl, and reflection is everything. Chili could have been like, yes, baby, we are kin for sure. It takes nothing to validate this little girl. I love Chili, and she was right. They don't look alike, but sometimes things should be kept to yourself. Never know what kind of confidence they gave that girl. A fourth comment read, Chili should be privileged. She was blessed the way she looks. Y'all think every brown skin hair, what? I'm going to just make up something because I don't understand this sentence. Y'all think every brown skin girl with straight, long, wavy hair is Chili. Again, y'all showing all of your obsession with European features on black girls. Laugh out loud, nothing new here. Now, I do think that's true, but at the same time, there are black women with long hair, black girls with long hair, and I hate that that's a stereotype that black women can't have long hair. Like, if you do, great. If you don't, great. But people seeing Chili oftentimes was because she was dark, they may have been slim, and they may have had long black hair. And I don't think there's anything wrong with seeing representation in people. Some people probably even saw representation in Chili because she was feminine or she was soft or whatever. But I think it's just really rude to reach this level of success and just not be nice to your fans. And some people called Chili out again because she acknowledged a lighter skinned Karrueche Trans as her twin. Now, Karrueche, as y'all know, is a model, dated different men who I feel are colorists like Chris Brown and has been kind of worshipped in the industry. And she put in a caption, I feel like my big sis, the real Chili. Chili responded, oh my gosh, looking just like me. Love you. And hurry up and come and hang out with your big sis on the road. Sometimes now people do tolerate things because they know people. But I'm like, are you saying this because she light skinned? Because what's the difference between that girl who was a non-celebrity? You say, yeah, I didn't look alike, but Karrueche Trans look like you because she Blasian. Like, I really don't get it. And so something else says, Chili says she would never look like you Negroes. I'm going to read Dr. Sarah Webb's quote because I think it's really important. She says, what would happen if we started paying attention to other experiences, other kinds of relationships, especially the ones within ourselves? Okay, so most recently what sparked this discussion, because I wanted to do a deeper dive on Chili, but since y'all wanted me to talk about it and like I brought it up, whatever, I feel like I'll just talk about it some. So most recently, Chili was online. She was dancing with her boo and whatnot. Someone says like, oh, you a beautiful chocolate woman with her man. And Chili responds, I'm caramel though. Of course, people responded. In general, if somebody wants to say they're not a certain skin tone, they say this more to me, whatever. But my thing is the fact that Chili has been pushing so hard to claim a small percentage of her ancestry, which, okay, if you want to, that's fine. But you shit on a black person or another biracial black girl, and then you identify with a Blasian black celebrity. It just seems kind of problematic, even if it's not anti-black. And so someone responded, not only is Chili from TLC a medium to dark brown woman, she's also, I don't want to say this, it is Black History Month. You are not caramel. You too old for the self-hate. When have you ever seen a caramel pot of chili being cooked? If someone else says, mind you, Chili been chocolate since TLC, so I'm confused. In conclusion, for a large part of Chili's career, she has been known as the pretty one of TLC. Though both T-Bobs and Left Eye were equally as pretty, in my opinion, I think it's perfectly okay to be confident and claim your ancestry, yet I just find it problematic how she tries to distance herself from Blackness. Colorism, texturism, futurism, fatphobia are all the things that are really icky and are presented in our culture. Sometimes if it's too close, we can't really acknowledge it, but when you put it somewhere else, it's like a mirror. And so that was stated by Kayla Coleman. That's all I had to say about this subject. I know some people was like, oh, you just nitpicking, but it's like, no, Chili been doing too much. And I think that it's worth questioning why she says some of the stuff she says. What do you all think down below? Let me know. And thank you for listening to Books and Looks TV. I'll see y'all next time.
So if you've been out here in these internet streets, then what you heard was that Chili said, baby, I'm caramel. I'm not chocolate. So for those of you who are not in the know, homegirl is dating Matthew. I know him from Boy Meets World, the original. Now, what had happened was they was outside, they was dating, they was having fun, a good old time in Jamaica. And somebody said that he got chocolate moves. And she very quickly, she just put in caramel. Because she was talking about her skin tone. That's what this conversation was actually referring to. And funnily enough, what ensued? Madness. Here's the thing that we have to remember. For white folk, they are often trying to darken themselves so that they can be a part of the culture of cool. But on the other end, black folk, specifically dark-skinned black folk, we're often trying to lighten ourselves in various ways so that we can be a part of the culture of power. The point is this. There's a lot of whys for me in this section. So number one, why did someone feel the need to call in the fact that she's chocolate, right? And we could say that that could be because we don't have a lot of chocolate representation, being seen as beautiful and desired, etc., etc. Her skin tone reads, even to me, on occasion, as chocolate. Now, Chili said that she caramel though, because she's not talking about her summer skin. Her summer skin is chocolate. Her winter skin may very well be the caramel that she's saying that it is. Here's the thing though. We are so used to people, white people in particular, blackfishing. And we're so used to black people trying to do everything they can to distance themselves from their blackness that we end up in conversations where we are accusing someone of denying their blackness, denying the darkness of their skin tone, because it feels like rejection to us. The way that we perceive ourselves and the ways that other people perceive us are always going to be different. That's one of those things in this here book. One of the first things you have to do in Cocoa Butter and Hair Grease is identify your skin tone, but not just identify it. Also tell me, which skin tone would you have preferred to have? We ask this question because we recognize there's a dichotomy between what we got and what we wish we had. So I ask you the question outright, but when I do this work with my therapy clients, when I do this work in my 8-week group, by the same name, that is when I look at what you selected and what I perceive you to be, and I wonder about the discrepancy as well. All this to say is we got to give people grace to be where they are and to express to others what they think they are, right? We need to give grace all around. And that means that some of us, we got to sit in our whys. Why do we ask? And why do we respond? All right, y'all, hit me in the comments. Remember, discourse, not disrespect. Keep it cute. Colorism conversations be getting heated. But if you bring colorism bullshit into my section, I'm going to block a style, block a style, block a style, block. We going to block.
Y'all, we gotta let Chili live in her delusion. Like, just start accepting what people say about themselves. It's not going to hurt you in no way, shape, or form. If Chili says she not dark skinned, she not dark skinned. If Chili don't want to be compared to a dark skinned girl, but she says she look like Karuchi, let her say that. You know what your eyes see when she look in the mirror? She obviously sees something else. I just seen this picture on Twitter, because that's where I seen this at. I seen the picture talking about it was a girl saying people always tell her she looked like Chili. light-skinned girl, she looked mixed, and Chili responded and said just because, you know, people got the same hair color and complexion, you know, it don't mean they look alike, but you cute, whatever. Is the same complexion in the room with us? That is a light-skinned lady. Like, she not even caramel like Chili say she is. Why somebody go say, I wish somebody would put some caramel sauce on her arm and let her see the difference. That's the only way she gonna understand she not caramel, she is dark skinned. Let her identify how she wanna identify. I'm kind of looking caramel right now on this camera. Then I got the retouch on. Lord knows I'm black than a bitch. But, yeah. Y'all, this took me out. Y'all see how she say long, straight, wavy hair and similar skin tone don't mean you look like someone. You're a Dow, but we don't look alike. Is the similar skin tone in the room with us? Chili. Chill. Chills. Girl, it is okay.
God said, let there be light, and there was. Look, I had to come to a better area in my apartment to record because my previous video had low quality. TikTok called me a low quality. Wow, that's bad. But anyway, I'm in better lighting, and hey, how y'all doing? So I was comment cruising, and I came across this comment section with Chili and her followers. And Chili's going back and forth with them saying that she's not chocolate, she's caramel. And it's just like, ay. Where's Hershey's? Let's go ahead and bring them in so they can go ahead and let her know what complexion she is. But I feel as though when they're saying that she's chocolate and referring to her and her husband because he's white, she's married to the younger guy from Boy Meets World. Yeah, not Corey. No, not Corey, but the other guy. It was his best friend. So people in her comments got her open. She's talking about some without a tan. I'm caramel. Child, like this whole back and forth in our community is annoying regarding our complexions. And this is just a reminder that I wanted to tell parents of daughters and even sons. Praise their complexion when they're young, so when they get older, they will have that self-confidence and they will embrace their skin tone, because society will tell you once you become an adult, you're not beautiful because of your skin tone, and you cannot allow that to affect you as an adult or even as a kid. So it starts at home. Build those self-esteems up from the womb. I'll say when your baby's in your stomach, just start talking and doing affirmations and telling them they're beautiful. Then when they come out, give them those compliments, because then that way they won't seek it from an outsider. They will already know, and they will have that esteem, because that's what my mother did for me. She always uplifted me, and that's just how we talk in my family. Hey, beautiful. Hey, handsome. It's like a lot of love. That's just what we do. So when our family go out there, and even though people will have low self-esteem about certain things, but we do suit up and we get that armor on to be like, yo, I'm the ish. If you don't like it, something wrong with you. Nothing wrong with me. I'm made perfectly. It is what it is. So guys and gals, comment below. Tell me what complexion you think Chili is. Is she chocolate? Is she a part of the dark skin girl association? Or is she a brown skin girl? Like, let me know, because she was just like, no, without a tan, I'm a caramel.